My first runner is Jet Typhoon. He's a very badly behaved horse, but a lot of ability. If he puts his mind to it, he can do it.
Let's talk about Victoria Peak. How's it going for her?
Yeah. He's got a lot of issues. He's always run good in the 5 furlong races. All the 6 furlong races, he finds it too much. He's also a bleeder. So, unfortunately, it's the first race of the day. But if he doesn't bleed, he'll definitely be in the first 3.
My day starts off with a horse called C'est l'Amour. She's actually run a very decent race, though she's down the line in her last race. But she's not more than about 3.5 lengths off the winner. And this race is a 5-year-old and over. She could finish on board or maybe fight it out in this kind of a race. It'll be she'll have a decent chance, I would say.
Yes, so let's talk about Amy.
Amy is he ran a very good race last time, nearly won a race. Now he's running 1,000 meters, which may be a little short for him. 1,200 is ideal distance, which he likes. But the race is going to be a fast run race, so it might suit him. Okay. He'll be right there.
You've got Taimur running in class 1. What do you think of his chances tomorrow?
Well, Taimur is a very temperamental and moody horse. If he has his way, then nobody can catch him. He ran an average race last time out. He had a small setback in Pune. He was coming out of it. Now he has a race under his belt, and it all depends on the jump. If he takes a level break, then he'll run a mighty race. I think the horse we have to beat over there is Successor. He's getting a lot of weight from us, and let's see. He'll run a decent race.
So you've got Flying Visit running tomorrow. So how's it looking for Flying Visit?
I have on Sunday the 18th, I have a horse called Flying Visit running the first race. I think there's a horse called Successor to beat. Trevor rides my horse.
Let's talk about Successor. How's the track? And
she's very well. She's very well. She's won her last 2 starts. She's had a very good Pune campaign. Unfortunately, she's out-handicapped with both Count of Savoy and Flying Visit. The last time I ran with Flying Visit, he gave me 10 kilos. Today, the weight difference is only 3.5 kilos. So I'm out-handicapped against him, and even with Count of Savoy. But she's very well within herself, and the run of the race will count. She gets the run of the race. I hope she can win.
Let's talk about Count of Savoy. How's it looking for Count of Savoy?
He's a very genuine horse. He's done everything right. He was a bit knocking the door in Pune, and he came out and won the race last time out. He's carrying bottom weight this time in a class 1 field. There are 2-3 horses to look for. I hope he runs well.
Okay, and which are those horses that you think could be a possible danger?
Successor is there, who is done well in Pune.
Yeah.
I think he's a horse to look for.
Hi everyone, I have Mysticism running a 6 furlong. He's a really talented horse, but he's had a tendon, and so I can't do much work with him. He's been swimming and he's on the treadmill. I'm hoping he'll run a good race.
Mighty Wings last year in Bombay season, she got a bad injury, and it has taken me almost 6 months to fix her, and hoping she comes back well.
Third race, I've got Champagne Smile. She surprised me last time and ran a very suggestive race when she went to the front, and she just got knuckled to Hormuz's horse, and a Dragon Lord ran second and I ran third. She's come up from the run. She's worked very well. She'll take all the beating, but the dangers in the race are Hagabis from IMTIAZ Rad and Mighty Thunder from Narendra Lagad's Rad.
Third race, I've got 2 horses, Mighty Thunder, ridden by Mustaqim Alam, and Diamond in the Rough, ridden by Akshay Gaikwad. Mighty Thunder has got form on him. He has to take on a horse of Pacey's called Mysticism, who's been working quite well. But only thing is running for the first time. And Champagne Smile, again a horse who's got form on her. But my horse has done quite well. He's been very consistent, and I expect him to fight this one out.
In the second race, I have a horse called Hunar. He's not finding his way as yet. He's still a maiden. He's a bit too temperamental. I put my apprentice boy Sabah. I hope he runs a better race.
I have Wordsmith running a mile and a quarter. I think I have Wall Street to beat. My horse has run a great race in Cal, where he won over a mile and a quarter. And he will definitely stay, and he's really well within himself. So I think he'll be right there.
Okay, talking about Wall Street, he's had 3 starts too far, and you won 2 of them. The only one being Pune Derby that you didn't win. Now he's running in 2,000 meters and in a higher class, and of course you've got a very good chance. So your take on that?
I always believe that he stays well. That's the reason I ran him first time out, a maiden in 2000 meters in Pune, where he came and won. Well, I was very happy with the way he won. I think the derby came too quick for him. It's with the matured horses. Then he has come and won again in the mile race over here with Suraj up in Bombay. And I think he's running the right trip, mile and quarter. Of course, there are 2-3 good horses running in that race. But I have big hopes on him, and I hope he does well.
I have 3 horses running. One is Fleming Lamborghini, ridden by Neeraj Raval, Rasputin by Sandesh, and Lito by Vishal Munde, who won last time. I think it's a very competitive race. There's a horse called Wordsmith. There's a horse called Wall Street. I think Wall Street is the horse everybody has to look out for. It's a very competitive race. Depends how the race is run. Normally, mile and a quarter races are always, maybe some pace, there may not be any pace. Depends.
How is Regal Command coming up? Tell us something about Regal Command.
Last run was encouraging. He ran a good second. He came off with a rattle and he wouldn't pass the last horse. So we've snapped on blinkers, and he's much more settled now. So let's see how he runs. He should run a better race according to us. He's worked well, but it's a minefield out there. There are lovely horses: Wall Street, Wordsmith, Rasputin. I think this is one of the most competitive races of the day. And whoever wins this race, the owners and the trainers are going to be thrilled, because it's going to be a tough race to win. So let's see. I hope my Regal Command runs well.
Okay, we've also got Wild Thing. So how's it looking for Wild Thing?
He's doing well. We are hoping that he stays the distance of 10 furlongs. The first 2 horses, Wordsmith and Wall Street, I have won 2 races, so they stand a better chance, but I'm getting 11 kilos, so I'm hoping that he runs much better than them. So yeah.
You've got Mad Love running in the 5th race. Tell us how's it going for Mad Love?
She's doing fine. She had a little bit of a setback after her last start, but she's come out well, and she has worked well. She's looking good. I'm a bit concerned of the bad draw. She's got drawn 15, but hopefully all should go well, and she should run a big race. So fingers crossed. Hope for the best.
And anyone to look out for in this field? Some danger for Mad Love?
Like I said, that I'm just a bit concerned of the draw, and if she gets a good position, she should run a big race, and I'm very hopeful that she will.
In the 5th race, I have a horse called Sinner. He was banned, unfortunately, for having gone wide in Pune. He's got good form of Pune. He's run second behind Great Guns, and subsequent run with Saklain, he drifted out badly. I've changed his equipment, and 2 mock races have been very encouraging. And I think he should run a big race. There's a horse called Mad Love. And Sinners ridden by Neeraj Raval.
So you've got King's Best running. How's the track looking for King Best? And tell us something more.
He working well. Always he works well. But both the time he ran a disappointing race. Let's see tomorrow. He worked well, and now the Sandesh is riding tomorrow. He has a very good chance.
And you think there could be any other runner who could be possibly a danger to King's Best?
I think it's an open race, but my house has a decent chance.
How's it looking for Galway Bay for the races tomorrow?
Galway Bay is a very big field. All depends on the luck of the race. She's very well herself. She's worked well. She's feeling definitely better than what she was in Pune. And I'm hoping her to run well over here.
In the 5th race, again, Remy Red, a winner last time out. He won very convincingly, but in a lower grade. He is upped in class. He's taking on a much better set now. There are good horses here like Mad Love, Sinner, King's Best, good quality horses. I'm trying him against the best to see how far he can go and whether he can take on the best. I'm hoping that he puts up a good show again.
Peregrine Falcon's a well-bred horse. He's really good looking, but he's not showing that ability on the track. He seems to be working a bit better. I'm just hoping that he runs a decent race and runs on board. Nostalgic's a nice filly. She came to me last Mumbai season. She took a while to come right, and then unfortunately she had a setback in Pune again when she fell and broke her withers. But all is well now with her. She's healed well. She's looking well. The trip will suit her, and I think she should be right there in the fight.
Fifth race, I have another horse called Michigan. He's a horse who's just started coming up. I'll be very happy if he puts up a nice show this time. I'm expecting a little bit from that horse.
Stunning visual, bled in Pune in her last start, so she's also running after a setback. So I'm hoping they all come back well, and there is some future for us.
I've got ahead of my time running in the Guineas. Of course, it's a tall order. I think everybody has to beat Supernatural. He's worked very well. And there's Ravishing Form, who's got all the form. He's the highest rated horse. These two are the horses to beat. I think my horse should get the mile, but it all depends on the run of the race. If I settle well, my horse will run a grand race. He'll run close.
In the big race, I've got two runners. I've got Son of a Gun and Cœur de Lion. Son of a Gun has much higher rated. He's also won 4 races for me. He's done brilliantly. Traveling the mile for the first time, I don't have any fear of that. God willing, he will be in the thick of it. And the other horse is Cœur de Lion, turning around a little too soon because his plan was to go to Chennai. And because of the rains there, he stayed back, and I put him into this race. I've got a very good rider there also, Neeraj Rawal, and he also has the form on him. He's won 2-mile races. He's done everything right. He ticks the right boxes. Hoping he ticks this one too.
So let's talk about Fortunate Son, sir. How was it looking for?
He's run pretty decent races in Pune. Got decent form. He ran a very good race in Bombay too. He was a little bit unlucky. Should have finished a little closer. Maybe have won also. And we're taking a chance. He's finished 4th in the Pune Derby.
Yeah.
So we're taking a chance. Let's see. It's a classic, once in a lifetime. So we're running.
Okay. Any one to look out for in this field?
Naturally, Supernatural is the one everyone has to beat.
You've got Phenom and Mohito running the same race. Tell us something more about them.
Hoping both run decent races. It's a very tough race, and it's a classic race. The best horses running. Hoping both run decent races. Fingers crossed.
Okay, and how's it looking for them? Their track work and their previous run compared?
They're working well. Horse to beat there would be Supernatural and Son of a Gun. They both have run good races. Yeah. The last race was good. Mohito stands a better chance than Phenom, but hoping both run well.
Alright, ma'am, you've got Ravishing Form, of course, winner of Karnataka Juvenile Million Grade 3, Mysore 2000 Guineas Grade 3. You definitely have a very good chance tomorrow. Tell us something about Ravishing Form.
Well, like I said before, what makes this horse win is his temperament. He's just the coolest, calmest customer that you'll ever meet. Yeah. Never gets het up, completely unlike me. And as to his chances tomorrow, just to be here in a prestigious race like this, for me is a big deal. And a handful of horses compete in this race. So to be one of that handful, I'm very, very proud to be here. And I'm very proud of my horse being here. So as far as his chances in the race, may the best horse win.
All right. And any other runner you think would be a slight danger to Ravishing Form?
In a Grade 1 race, every single one of them. Yeah. They've all earned their right to be here. I don't want to take any names for the simple reason I'd be doing injustice to the other horses. Yeah. But yeah, they're definitely some top-line contenders with some very top-line trainers, far more experienced than I am. So I would say, yeah, the entire field.
I have Supernatural in the 2000 Guineas. I know the trip is going to be sharp for him. I have Mohito and I would think the horse from Bangalore to beat. Ravishing form. They both worked well, and of course Son of a Gun has beaten me in his last start. So yeah, there are some good horses. Coudalion's won well. So there are some good horses, and hoping that my horse will run well. I have Montgomery over 1200 meters. I would have preferred if he had run a 7. But he's really well within himself, and I think he'll be right there.
Adonis is a late bloomer. He's just coming to hand. This is his second run of his life. First time he ran, he reared up in the gates and got left. So that was no race at all. So actually this is the first race of his life. I hope he runs a decent race. That's it.
7th race, I've got Victory Chant, a first time runner. Very nice horse. First run of his life. So I'd be very happy if he finishes up on board.
Yes, how's the track looking for?
He's a light horse, so I don't work him too much. But he's got quality in him. Another horse in that same race is House of Lords. He's just been there. He's finishing there, but not winning me a race. This time, we have put the blinkers back, and I think that might help him cross the line this time.
Then I have a filly called Millie running in the 7th race. I think she's done a decent race in Pune, or a 7 when she got beat to Vincent Magog. I think tomorrow she's working well. I think tomorrow she can win. There's one dark horse called Saramanga. He's been blazing the track. Okay. That's his first start. I have to look out for that horse.
So you ran a close 4th last time out. You slapped on blinkers now with Elios. How much of a difference you think it would make because your horse worked well with the blinker on?
Well, I'm just trying to see whether it's going to make a difference with him. I was discussing this with Neeraj, and he said, yes, the blinkers have made a slight difference to the horse. So I'm hoping that we are right and we've made the right decision. And he comes out and wins.
Then in the last race, I have a horse called Jubilant Journey. And Philly's been very sparingly raced. She's had a lot of set of problems. But last one was quite decent. Hola Pune, she skipped, she didn't race her. I have a Jinger riding her. There's one horse of Pesci called Elios. That's the horse to beat.
So you've also got Mount Sinai running?
Mount Sinai, last time he ran a 7th, but he went little inside. But tomorrow he's running in a 1.25 miles. But I think he will run a better race than last time because of the 1.25 miles. Up to now, he's not done anything, but inshallah tomorrow he will run on board.
The last race, I've got quite a few horses running. My old horse, Power of Thor, as usual. I hope he does well. And I've got another horse, Zakapa, coming from Pune. He hadn't shown the same form in Bombay as yet. So we're putting him in a race to see what he can do here. I would expect him to just finish on board. And Camille has yet not shown any form. Fingers crossed.
Rad, you got Dandy running in the 8th race. So tell us something. How's Dandy keeping up?
Well, she was one of the most consistent fillies in Pune. She didn't run off board even once in Pune. She's had one start here. And I think the horse I have to beat is Elios because he's run with me in Pune where I've beaten him by a head. That was his first start, and I'd already had a start in Pune when he ran with me. Now he's had a start here, I've had a start here, but Pacey's put blinkers on this horse, and his last workout with blinkers was very good. So I think he's the horse I have to beat. Verdundi's well. She's maintained herself. Yes, she has lost a little weight compared to Pune, but in Bombay you find a lot of the horses mostly losing a lot of weight because of the weather. But she's well. Let's hope she runs well, and I think she should be in the 1, 2, 3.